Alright, in the comment section of a recent episode, viewer Joshua Gaines 9297 requested this trivia category, and since he's been a viewer of the channel for a long time, I made it happen. With the current world events, this is a good trivia to play this week, and it's good information to know, so let's get started, and welcome back to Road Trip Via, the Road Trip Ready Trivia Quiz made to be played in the car. Today's episode is number 1412. The category, the whole scope of the Pope. This is a 21 question trivia quiz, 20 questions up front, a question 21 tiebreaker at the end of the episode. The questions range from questions about the old popes, questions about the new popes, and questions about everything in between. So let's get started with question number 1. According to Catholic doctrine, the first pope was appointed by Jesus himself. Jesus designated him as the rock upon which he would build his church, giving him the keys to the kingdom of heaven. Who was this man whose appointment is seen as the foundation of the papacy? The answer is Peter. Question number 2. With an area of 121 acres and a population of less than 1,000, it is the smallest sovereign state in the world both by area and by population. What is this country that is home to the Pope that was established as an independent sovereign state in 1929 through the Lateran Treaty? The answer is Vatican City, or Vatican City State. Question number 3. In 452, this man and his army were invading Italy. They devastated many northern cities and were headed towards Rome to continue the destruction when he was met by Pope Leo I. Who was this man that the Pope convinced to spare Rome and withdraw peacefully from Italy? Pope Leo I convinced Attila the Hun to go away. Attila the Hun is the answer. Question number 4. Construction of the official residence of the Pope took place mainly between 1471 and 1605. What is the name of the building that is over 1.7 million square feet and contains the papal apartments, the offices of the Roman Catholic Church, chapels, a library, museums, and art galleries? Not a bad place to live. This building is called the Apostolic Palace, or the Papal Palace. Question number 5. In 1095 AD, Pope Urban II received a request from the Byzantine Emperor to help fight the Muslim Turks. Pope Urban II gathered support for a religious war to retake the Holy Land and free the Western Church from Muslim control. What is this military campaign now called? This campaign is now known as the First Crusade. Question number 6. In the mid-1300s, Pope Clement VI granted remission of sins to all people, regardless of their gender, age, race, or religious beliefs, who died in what significant event that killed 50 million people because it was difficult for priests to administer the last rites to all those affected? There's not too many events in world history that killed 50 million people. The answer is the Black Plague, or the bubonic plague. Question number 7. This piece of jewelry is a signet that was used until 1842 to seal official documents signed by the Pope, but now is only used ceremonially. What is this official piece of Pope regalia whose symbolism compares the original trade of the first Pope with the new job given to him by Jesus? Peter was originally a fisherman. The answer is the fisherman's ring, or the piscatory ring. Question number 8. While Pope Sixtus IV commissioned the building of the Sistine Chapel, it was Pope Julius II who commissioned the famous frescoes to be painted on the ceiling by what Italian sculptor, painter, architect, and poet of the High Renaissance? Looking for the guy who painted the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel. The answer is Michelangelo. Question number 9. Pope Telesphorus, the 8th Pope, is credited with starting this Catholic tradition, a practice still celebrated today. What is this tradition that is the first liturgy of Christmastide, traditionally celebrated on Christmas Eve as the night transitions to Christmas Day? This tradition is called Midnight Mass. Question number 10. Pope Miltiades was the Bishop of Rome when Emperor Constantine the Great issued what proclamation, named after the city that Constantine and Licinius met in to discuss change of policies that gave Christianity legal status within the Roman Empire? Those two met in Milan. This was called the Edict of Milan. Question number 11. This is a long-standing tradition dating back to at least the 19th century. The appearance of fumata bianca from the Sistine Chapel during a papal election signifies that a new pope has been chosen. What does the Italian phrase fumata bianca translate to in English? The answer is white smoke. White smoke. Question number 12. Probably the most significant decision associated with the 35th Pope Julius I was that he decreed an official date to mark an important Christian celebration. What holiday did he put an exact date on in an effort to unify the Christian celebrations? The 35th Pope, Julius I, is the one who said Christmas will fall on December 25th. Christmas Day is the answer. Question number 13. When the first Pope, St. Peter, was martyred in Rome during the persecution of Christians under Emperor Nero, he is said to have requested what method of execution because he considered himself unworthy to die in the same manner as Jesus Christ? The answer is he was crucified upside down. Question number 14. Pope Victor I, the 14th Pope, is credited with introducing Latin as the official language of the Roman Church. In the early centuries of Christianity, what was the dominant language, since it was the language of the New Testament and the lingua franca of the Eastern Roman Empire? The answer is Greek. Question number 15. He was the Pope from October of 1978 until his death in 2005. On May 13, 1981, he was shot while entering St. Peter's Square in the Vatican City. Who was this most recent Pope to be the target of an assassination attempt? The answer is Pope John Paul II. Question number 16. Pope Honorius II granted papal sanction to a medieval Christian military order in 1128 that was dissolved in 1312 by Pope Clement V. What was the name of this order, which had been founded to protect Christian pilgrims traveling to the Holy Land during the Crusades? The answer is the Knights Templar. Question number 17. This period of crisis in the Catholic Church lasted from 1378 to 1417, when there were multiple claimants to the papacy. What was the name of this split in the Roman Catholic Church that resulted in 2 and later 3 rival popes, each with their own following and administration? The answer is the Western Schism, or the Papal Schism. Question number 18. In 1477, Ferdinand II of Aragon requested of Pope Sixtus IV that he start the practice of questioning and persecuting those who question church orthodoxy, particularly Jewish and Muslim converts to Christianity. What was this controversial religious tribunal called? The answer is the Spanish Inquisition. Question 19. The hierarchy of the Catholic Church, often described as the Holy Ordering, ensures unity while respecting the diverse ministries within the Church. Which position falls between the Pope and the archbishops and serves as a group of senior advisors to the Pope? The answer is cardinals. Question number 20. While some popes choose to wear simple black shoes, traditionally popes wear this color of shoes as a symbol of their office and the Passion of Christ. What color are these shoes that are typically made from Morocco leather? The answer is red. And we're ending on a pretty easy one for what I would consider a pretty difficult trivia quiz. Unless you're really familiar with the Catholic Church, you might have had some trouble on this one. I had trouble just reading the questions. All of the Pope names and all the Italian phrases. Even the questions themselves I wasn't 100% sure on. I did quite a bit of research onto this, and I came up with what I thought was a pretty good trivia quiz. But I did send it to my, ROADTRIpVIA's resident Catholic expert, my buddy Matt. Shout out to Matt. Thank you for checking it over. He did a little proofreading, made sure everything looked all right. If the quiz is correct, it's because of him. And if there are any mistakes, it is because of me. But I think it went pretty well. Hopefully you enjoyed it. We do have the question 21 tiebreaker coming up right now. Following the death and funeral of Pope Francis in early 2025, Robert Francis Prevost was elected to the position and took the name Leo XIV. How many total popes have there been from the year 30 to the year 2025? Whichever player comes closest to this number is going to win the point. How many popes have there been from the start to now? The answer is 267, which I would never have gotten anywhere. I thought there was more like 40 or 50. 267 popes from Peter to Prevost. Thank you, Matt, for your help with today's quiz. Thank you, Joshua Gaines 9297 for requesting this trivia, and thank you everybody else for playing along. Check back next week for episode number 1413. Here's a quick funny story. I really did have to have this proofreaded. I really did send it to my buddy who's a Catholic and who has a pretty good understanding of all of this stuff, just to make sure that I wasn't off base on anything. I did quite a bit of research, but you just never know. Anyways, after I got it all the way done, 100% done, I even read through it all. I had to have help from Google on pronouncing all of these names. Got it all done, got it uploaded, got it put onto YouTube. ready to be premiered on Thursday. And then on the news, I heard somebody say that Robert Francis Prevost was Leo the 14th, and I, for some reason, had got my Roman numerals mixed up. I thought he was Leo the 9th, and I know that I said that in the quiz, so I did have to delete it from YouTube, go back in there, go back to question 21, and change it from Leo the 9th to Leo the 14th. So even after all of the proofreading and all of the research and everything that I did, I messed up the Roman numerals, and but I got it figured out thanks to the news before the episode aired. So it should air at the same time, the right time, on Thursday, with everything should be correct, knock on wood. We'll find out in the comment section if it is not correct. Thanks, guys. See you later.